Hey everybody! Today I'm going to be discussing the manga number 6. The original story was a light novel and it was written by Atsuko Asano, and the manga adaptation is by Hinoki Kino. The story takes place in the utopian city called Number 6. When we meet our main character Shion, he's just been accepted to the most prestigious school in the city. Because of this, he and his mother live a privileged existence. On his 12th birthday, he lends aid to an injured boy who's approximately his age. The boy identifies himself as Rat. Now, because of his aid to Rat, Shion starts to find out that perhaps the city isn't quite as idyllic as he thinks, and that there's actually some sinister undertones happening within the city. The story is really engaging. Any fans of George Orwell's 1984 will immediately recognize elements within it. About the only problem that I have with it is the pacing in this first volume seems a little bit off. It's a bit rushed. We kind of go from city is wonderful to everything is horrible in a pretty quick manner. I would have liked to have seen just a little bit more of that something feels wrong sense go for a little bit longer. But it is a manga and it is an adaptation of a bunch of light novels, so I guess that kind of accounts for a bit of the condensing of story. The art of Number 6 is made of nice, dark, clean lines. It makes the action really easy to follow and adds some great details to the city. We get some pretty impressive cityscapes, some nice little details in the areas that the characters visit. And it makes it very easy to tell the characters apart. They have a very distinct and clean appearance to them, so it's very easy to identify the action and the movement and which character is speaking and interacting with the environment. The dialogue is serviceable. It's okay for the story, but there's a couple places where it got a little bit clunky. There were a few things that characters said that I thought nobody would say that, and it took me out of the story a little bit. Overall, not horrible, but I'm pretty sure when you read this volume, you'll have the same reactions that I did, because there's a couple times where you just go, really? Like really? You what? You just said that? Those things aside, I found the story pretty engaging. The pretty nasty and gross reveal that definitely indicates that something in the city is crazy really kind of hooked me. I couldn't stop thinking, what is going on? And even as I finish this first volume, I still am sitting here thinking, what is happening in this city? And how does it go from having this public face of being so incredible to this horrible thing that happens? There is an anime based on this series. I think it's only about 11 episodes. I haven't seen it, so if you have any thoughts on the anime and you've actually watched it, feel free to leave those in the comments. Also, just as a bit of a warning, based on some of the images that I saw when I was doing a little bit of research for this, there are some yaoi elements, which if you're not familiar, that means boy love. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's pornographic, but there's definitely homosexual overtones or undertones. I don't know how over it gets. But if that's not your thing, just as an FYI, that is a component of this story, at least, as I said, my cursory view of some of the images and things that fans are saying about the story. So that is something to consider if it's not your thing. Thanks very much for watching the review. Feel free to subscribe to the channel by clicking the annotation bar down below, like the video, and don't forget to leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments. I recommend checking out Number 6. I thought it was pretty cool. I did enjoy it, and I'm going to be reading the rest of this manga. It is on my to continue reading pile. Again, thanks very much for watching the video, everybody, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, you know, this channel's also got an anime club that you can check out here, and we read sci-fi books as well. Feel free to click on these two links here if you want to join in the fun and watch some anime, or you want to read some awesome sci-fi books.